we will see traveling salesman problem. So this traveling salesman problem is NP Hart problem, and in traveling salesman problem, this is basically Hamiltonian cycle plus minimum cost of that Hamiltonian cycle. So what exactly problem is? Suppose we have different cities. Here we have denoted our cities with notion 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there is a directed edge between the cities. Suppose one salesman has to go from 1 to 3, he will choose either this path 1 directly to 3, or he may choose any intermediate city or any intermediate nodes to go to 3. So now the problem is we have to cover entire city. We have to cover all the cities starting from start city. So in this case, in this problem, we have taken 1 as our start city. So you have to start from city 1 and then you have to cover all the cities without repeating that city and then come back to city 1. Okay, so for example, in this case, the salesman can choose, he can start from 1, he can go to 3, he can go to 4. Remember, if there is a directed edge there, then only he can go. If there is no directed edge, means if you map this problem into in a real life problem, there could be some difficulty in roadways or whatever airways, so he cannot go to from 3 to 4. So in that case, that edge will be not defined, that edge cost will be not defined. One more important point, in this traveling salesman problem, all of the weights are non-negative. Okay, all of the weights are strictly positive. Okay, so now that salesman can choose, he can go from city 1, then go city 3, then go 4, then come to 2 and then go to 1. So 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, or he may choose 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, or he may choose 1, 2, 4, 3, 1. So we may have different permutation of the city. So the different permutation of the city, suppose we have n city, so we have n factorial is the total number of total permutation for the path of traveling salesman, path of salesman. So how to solve with the minimum cost, how to compute the minimum cost? So the basic idea, you can use a brute force method by computing the n factorial path and take out the minimum one, which would cost you big O of n to the power n, which is very much costly. So we should avoid this. So can we do some can we have some better approach to solve this problem? Yes, we have a dynamic programming problem. So how to approach with the dynamic programming problem? So let us see. First, it has sub problem feature. How? Suppose you have to go from city I to city J. Suppose you have to go from city I to city J. So the cost of city I J will be cost of city I K plus city K J, if K is the intermediate node, if K is the intermediate city. So via going directly from I to J, which would cost Cij, he can choose from I to K and then K to J. So the minimum out of those will be selected. So it has a problem and it has optimality also. Okay, so how to start with this? So for that I have taken this graph, and this is n cross n, means we have four nodes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the cost matrix, or you can say weight matrix, and this is symmetric. So from 1 to 1, the self node, the person cannot go to the city cannot travel. So basically if he travels, the cost is 0 itself. So if you see 1 to 1 is 0, so all the diagonal values are 0. From 1 to 2 is 10, and from 2 to 1 is 5. So it is symmetric, but the costs are different. Now, so here we have start node is 1. So now I have taken this G notion. So this is a G function. So G function says it is the length of shortest path. It is the length of shortest path from I. This is, it is the shortest path from I covering the entire city which is in this set S. And how to compute this function? What we will do? We will find all the j which is in this set S. We will take all the j which is in this set S, and this j belongs to this set S, and we will compute. So what it means? G of I comma S is, you have to go from I to your start point, whichever node you choose. Let's say this is 1. So of course 1 is here. So from I to go to 1, you have to traverse through all the set value S, and this set value S, each element is denoted by J. So J will include all the element except 1 and except I. Understood? Suppose you have to go from 1 and traverse to the intermediate, these 3 node, and come back to 1. So what is S here? In this case, what is S here? In this case, we have to start from I. So we have to start from 1, and we have to cover the entire intermediate node, and this represents that it will come back to 1. Okay, if you didn't understand this, I'll explain one by one. You will come to know. Wait. Okay, fine. Now G of I comma phi. So what is G I comma phi? So going from I to 1, that is the start node. So G I comma phi means we are currently at ith node, and we have to go to 1. So there is no intermediate node in between. So what is the cost? It is simple. Suppose I am at node 2 and I have to go to node 1. It is a simple. The cost is 5. This 5 means no intermediate set to be covered. No intermediate node has to be covered in between. So directly we can go from I to 1. So 2 to 1 is 5. So now let us compute G1 of phi. Now before that, which all subset to be included in this G function? We'll see one by one. So now first is G1 comma phi. The set could be phi also. So G1 comma phi is what? That one has to start from 1. One has to start from 1 and go to 1 with no intermediate node. So as we know, there is no need to compute the self node. Self loop, no need to compute. If you are at 1 and you have to go to start node 1, So it is denoted by G1 comma 5. So no need to compute this. Now if you are at 2, and you have to go to 1 without any intermediate node, 2 1 is 5. So this is 5. Similarly, G3 comma 5 is 6. Now what is this? This says you are at node 1, you have to choose intermediate node 1, and you have to, since G denotes that, you have to come back to 1 only. So what exactly this mean? You are at one node and you have to cover up intermediate node 1. It means you have to go back to 1 from 1 itself via 1 itself. So this is also not required. So let me tell you, I have listed down the entire set which needs to be covered. So suppose you are at 2. So what is the goal? We need to find, what is the goal? We need to find G. I am at 1. I have to cover through this set of node. I have to include all these node in my path and return back to 1. That return back to node 1. This G denotes that you'll have to return back to 1. So this is our goal. So we need to compute this. So we will use bottom up approach. We'll build starting from each of this vertex and with their intermediate nodes, and we will compute, and then this will finally compute it. So let me erase this one. So if you see, first we need to compute G2 comma 5. So what is G2 comma 5? What is G2 comma 5? G2 comma 5 means you are at node 2. You are at node 2. You don't have to cover any intermediate node and go to 1. Which is what? This is C21. C21 is 5. This is 5. What is 3 comma 5? 3 comma 5 is you are at 3. You need to go at 1. C31. 31 is what? 6. 4 comma 5. You are at 4. 5. You have to go 1. This is C41. C41 is what? 8. Now next is G2 comma 3. So in this case you are at 2. You have to go to 1 via intermediate node 3. So now what? This means you are at 2. You have to go to via 3, since the only node in that set is 3. So I am denoting as just a node, and you have to come here. Okay. So if you remember, any node which goes to the start point, this is denoted by G3 comma 5. G3 comma 5, and this is what? C23. So if you ask what is 2 comma 3, it is C23 plus G of 3 comma 5. Understood? See, in this 3, the length of the subset is 0. Now in this 6 computation, the length of the subset is now 1. So for length subset 1, it is simple. If we are at 2, we have to go via 3, come back to 1. This is C23 plus G of 3 comma 5. Okay. So what is it? C23 is 9 plus G 3 comma 5. So now we are looking up in our table. 3 comma 5. 3 comma 5 is 6, which is 15. So this is 15. So what is 2 comma 4? We'll go via 4. So this is C24 plus this one. So what is it? C24 is 10 plus 4 comma 5. 4 comma 5 is 8, which is 18. 3 comma 2. 3 comma 2. So this is what? C23 plus G of 2 comma 5. C23 is what? 2, 3 is 9 and 2 comma 5. 2 comma 5 is 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. Next is 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4 is G3 comma 4 is C34 plus G of 4 comma 5. 3 to 4 is 12 cost, and G 4 comma 5 is 8, which is 20. Now next is 4 comma 2. C42 is 8 and 25 is 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. 4 comma 3. 4 comma 3 is 9. 3 comma 5 is 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Now next is G2 comma 3 comma 4. So what is it? G 2 comma 3 comma 4. So what does this mean? This means you are at node 2. You have to cover both this node. Remember, you have to cover both this node, and the choice is either you cover first 3, then you cover 4, or you cover 4 first and then cover 3, and select the minimum out of it. Select that path which is minimum. So as you can see, this one. So exactly what we will do, we have a choice that we can first select 3, and here in this path we can first select 4. So if we select first 3, so this is what? C of 2 to 3 means you are at node 2, you will first go to node 3 and then via node 4 to your node 1. So this is what 2 to 3 is what? C23 plus this is what? 3 to 1. If you remember, this is G 3 comma 4, and this is 2 to 4 first and then go to 1 via set of node, the remaining one is 3. So this is what? C24 plus G of 4 comma 3. So C23 is what? 2, 3 is 9 plus G 3 comma 4. Now we will look up in this table. 3 comma 4 is 20, and in this case 2 comma 4 is 10, plus 4 comma 3 is 15. This is 25 and this is 29. This is the best we can select. So this is 25. Okay. Similarly, what is for 3, 2 comma 4? Let's quickly write this one. C2 comma 4. So C2 comma 4 will be, sorry, G3 2 comma 4 will be what? C23, sorry, C32 plus G of 4 comma 5. Sorry, we have selected 2. We are at node 2 right now and we will select the remaining one. Okay, fine. So this is what? Or we have another choice. C3 3 4 plus. So this is 31. C3 comma 4. C3 comma 4 is what? 3 comma 4 is 12 plus 4 comma 2 is 13. Not 4 comma 2. This one we'll look up in this table. 13, which is 25. This is the minimum one. This is 25. Again 4 2 3. 4 2 3. So this is what? C of 4 2 plus G of 2 comma 3 or C4 3 plus G of, I am at 3, the remaining node is 2. C4 2 is 8 plus 2 3. 2 3 is 15, which is 23, and this is say 4 3. 4 3 is 9 plus G3 comma 2. 3 comma 2 is 14, which is 23. It is the same. Yes. So we will pick any one of this. Remember, if you are picking up this one, you have to remember the node. That first you have selected 2 and then you have selected 3. So this you have to store to trace back the path. To trace back the path of Hamiltonian cycle. Next is, which is our interest, C1 comma 2 3 4. So I can say first I will choose 2. In another path you can say you will choose 3 or 4. Okay, when you choose 2, you have left with 3 and 4. So what is the cost? C of 1 2, C of 1 2 plus G of, you are at 2, you have to cover the remaining one. If you have already covered 2, the remaining is 3 comma 4. This one is C 1 3 plus G of, you are at 3, the remaining is 2 comma 4. And this one is C14 plus G of, you are at 4, the remaining node is 2 comma 3. What is C12? C12 is 10. G2 3 comma 4. 2 3 comma 4 is 25, which is 35. 1 3 is 15. G3 comma 2 comma 4. 3 2 comma 4 is 25. Of course, not selected. 1 4, 1 4 is 20 plus 4 2 comma 3, 4 2 comma 3 is 23, of course not selected. So the minimum cost is 35. So if you see the method, it is nothing but you are just filtering out the path by selecting any one of the node, and for that you are using some memo, you are preparing the table. So if we are at node 2 and we have to go to node 1, so there is no intermediate node since 1 is the destination node, so the cost is written, and this is used in next step. So you may ask how to determine this set, how to come up with this set. So the main funda is that don't include the start node, don't include the start node in this G function, the first parameter, since at last you need only that you are at node 1 and you have to traverse to other node, and thereafter all of the intermediate node, that intermediate set, don't include. If you are at node 2, don't include. See, in this case, if you are at node 2, you are not including the node 2 here. So the first point, if you are at node I, don't include that set I in this set first. Second is, in this G function, don't include the start node as the first parameter, since G function itself define that you are already at 1 beforehand, and you are computing the intermediate path. This is the intermediate path. G is what? Length of the intermediate path. So finally we need this one, so we will only include here. So if you are at node, in this case, if you are at node 2, don't include 2 here. This is subset of length 2. This is subset of length 2. This is subset of length 3. Since the set elements are 3, the number of elements in this set is 3. If you see in this G function, we are at node 4, so we will not include 4 as an intermediate node. That's how you will write program for this, and the time complexity for this program is what we are doing. We are checking for each node, we are computing the subset. So the subset is 2 raised to power n for each node, and amongst those we are also comparing. So at max it is 9 comparison. So this is n square into 2 raised to power n. Thanks.